Guys, this is Alex from Paintball 101 Info, and I think it's time to do the Ego 10 review. So this gun's actually been really nice. I've had no problems with it, except for a little leak coming from the LPR after I rebuilt it, but that was partially my fault. But you know, despite being a $700 trade value marker, I mean, $1,250 new, obviously, $700 trade value maybe. It's been shooting really nice. Kind of reminds me of how my E-Tech shot when I had the upgraded board, rammer, and hush bolt. So let's screw the barrel on here. So here's the Ego 10. Really nice. Comes with the Zip 2 rammer, the Cure 3 Plus bolt. Okay, it comes with the Shaft 3 2-piece barrel. .693 back, 14-inch barrel. The SL3 regulator, really nice regulator, probably the best reg on the market. You're going to get really good efficiency, really good shot consistency off of this reg. Simple to take apart, only one O-ring in it, really easy to adjust. It's even got the arrows engraved on the bottom to show which way to turn it. You're going to get the OOPS on-off ASA. So easy to use with that. Really nice. I think it's a 6-point adjustable trigger. No, 5-point. You get pre, post, Marco switch activation, magnetic strength, and spring tension. So really nice trigger here. You're gonna get a clamping feed neck, and obviously your LPR, brake beam eye system, all that standard on most of the guns nowadays. This gun's got a new design board, 93% bigger of the screen according to Planet Eclipse. Let's turn it on real quick. Really nice, easy to use board. You can see I myself has put about 11,000 shots on it, but you can cycle through it all like that, really easy. So let's bring the camera closer and we'll do a general maintenance video. I know I just got a full disassembly video up, but for regard to the review, I'll just do a general purpose. Okay, so all you're going to need to do for normal maintenance is you're going to need some Eclipse grease or whatever type of lube you want, and you must have Eclipse gun oil as well as some Allen keys. So first thing, all you got to do is pull the bolt off, lift up on the plunger, and just pull it right out. Next, you can grab your 3/16 Allen key. And all we have to do now is just simply turn this back cap and pull the ram cap off. And then go ahead and stick the Allen key in the breech down the ram shaft and pull out the rammer. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the regulator off. So just pull this collar and pull out your macro line fitting. Next you can just untwist your SL3 reg, and that's all you're going to have to maintain after one day of play. After about 10 cases you're going to want to rebuild your LPR, and I have that on the full video, and after about 50,000 cases or 6 months you're going to do a whole gun rebuild. Not a whole gun rebuild, but a whole gun cleaning. After about a year you're going to want to replace all the O-rings. So we can set this aside and just break apart the reg, twist the bottom part off, pull out your piston and your spring. Now I've already got mine lubed to a really nice amount. You just want a thin amount. This could probably use a tiny bit more, but take your Eclipse grease, or I like Eclipse grease. It's been really nice. I've just been starting using this, but also Sleek from Smart Parts and Slick from Dye are two other great lubes. So we'll just put a little bit on here and get the O-ring here at the bottom, and just pre-lube the inside. Yeah, you're going to want to put this back in, clean all that lube off, and go ahead and carefully put that back on. I always like to have a towel nearby just to wipe off all the lube that is on my hands. Get that off the regulator. Okay, so very simple to put off and take apart. So now let's go ahead and screw this back in. And reconnect our macro line. Oh, don't forget the spring. So definitely a really nice reg, very consistent. I've had no problems with that reg ever. And put the lid back on the grease. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to lube up your bolt. Go ahead and take your E-oil and just put a little bit of oil on these two O-rings and just a tiny bit on the body of the bolt. Then we can go ahead and lube up the rammer. Yet again, just a little bit of oil on these O-rings to make sure they're all clean. Go ahead and put it back in the ram housing. Put all the oil off my hands. And then take a little bit and put it on the O-ring inside of there. So, next, to your Allen key. And trying to keep this on camera. I'm using a newer camera now, so I can't see what I'm doing. So I just want to try and, that's why I'm screwing these in weird, because I'm trying to keep this all on the camera so you guys can see it. And put that in. Cool. And we're good. So that's just your general maintenance on the Eagle 10. The Eagle comes in with a really nice manual. I forgot to show this when I was taking the gun out, but really nice colored manual. You can find this at planeteclipse.com / product support or whatever it is. So definitely a really nice gun here. I've only had a couple problems with it. Obviously I had the leaking from the regulator, which was fixed by replacing the two 14 size O-rings. And recently I've been getting pretty bad efficiency, and it's almost been as efficient as my E-Tech 3, which I know it should be more efficient. So the one reason that I found out, the only reason I can find out why I'm getting bad efficiency is because I think my dwell was set a little high. With these, once you break it in, you're going to want to set your dwell around 9.5 to 10 milliseconds. I had mine up still at stock 12.5. And ever since then, it's been shooting a little bit more efficient, a little bit more smoothly. So I think decreasing the dwell on these will definitely help. If any of you guys are having inconsistency problems, it's probably your dwell. So really light gun here, and don't have a scale, I can't weigh it, but I think it's like 1.86 or 1.8 pounds, so almost nothing. Feels really good in your hands, definitely with this new design trigger frame and the way that the board is now larger. I have videos up already on the complete disassembly, the board, so I don't really think there's much more to do. I got helmet cam videos, but overall I really like this gun. It's definitely worth it. Thinking about trading it for an NT or a DM10 though, just to try out the spoolies and see if I like it more than the Egos. But one thing I definitely like about the Egos is their durability. I ran this thing in a total downpour at the Tumor Suck event at Hell Survivors last weekend, and this thing ran like a champ through all that rain, mud, dirt, shot perfect. Really like it. The only upgrade I would think about getting is the Hush Bolt. I had it for my E-Tech, and it is definitely by far a lot nicer than the Cure 3 Plus bolt. Besides what everybody says, I've owned both bolts, and the Hush Bolt is definitely by far blows the Cure 3 out of the park. Way more consistent, a lot better efficiency. Not really any noise reduction between the two bolts, but definitely consistency and efficiency wise, Hush Bolt's the way to go. So other than that, that's about it. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. If you want to see any shows, go ahead, hit me up, message below. Thank you for watching.